can protest over the Iranian government and got victory. What about the healthy men and women in Nigeria languishing in suffering? A lot of people had over 500 persons were killed in places, but they will tell you less than 120. It's how the media operates. The killings, the ethnic cleansing. And when we complain about the Fulanization, they think it's just American propaganda. Just like using Israel as a case study, Israel was proposed to Uganda years ago. If the ancestors of Uganda didn't reject that proposal, what the people of Palestine are suffering today is what the people of Uganda will be suffering. Now that the Fulani are doing this ethnic cleansing, those of us in the south may think it's none of our business, is in the north. But when they are done with them in the north, although they have conquered the north fully, they'll move down to the south because they need the rainforest, of which we are the ones that have the rainforest. They can't, and anytime I think about Nigeria, I'm always very, very furious. It's only in Nigeria that the desert has more population than the rainforest all over the world. It's only in Nigeria. How they were able to convince us to believe these lies and accept these lies is still a mystery to me. So it's so painful, and I really don't think we have any hope in this current government. I really don't think there's no restitution. It's hard time the people at home start thinking of how can we take this country back? How can we hit the street? If there's no revolution, there can't be victory. And that revolution, there must be bloodshed. Life must be lost. If I'm not ready to pay the ultimate price, the Europe that we are rushing to celebrating today, Europe got their freedom with bloodshed. They fought war. The Europeans, they love war because they believe they can't be peace. They can't be coexistence without war. They love war. All nations of Europe, they fought war. They fought against themselves to get the freedom. The freedom we are enjoying today, the free life we are enjoying, the good life we are enjoying. Why can't we do the same thing? Nigeria as a country is richer than Europe when it comes to natural resources. It's facts. What resources do the Europeans have? Everything they have, they exported from Africa. So it's so painful that we are not just ready to do the right thing. I think anytime we are ready to do the right thing, we'll get our country back. And no matter what, I am proud to be African. I am proud to be an Igbo man, but I am never, and I will never want to associate myself with anything that has to do with Nigeria. Because having the name Nigeria alone, when they will look, I had an interview some couple of days back. After the interview, the lady asked me, "Are you really sure you're Nigerian?" I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "It's not in our company's policy to employ Nigeria, but I'll work with you." And I was like, "Thank you, ma." So just imagine my nationality almost cost me a job. So I don't want to associate myself with anything that has to do with that failed state. So the earlier the people at home start thinking of what to do, how to hit the street, and you don't just have to wait for who to lead it. How can you tell me that a family of 4 has to survive with less than $50 in a month? What is $50? That's not even what kids take to school to spend for lunch in a day, that a family of 5 is going to live on in a month. And the politicians are borrowing billions of dollars to buy their self-executive cars, fly executive private jets. And we are doing nothing. We are sharing. But some of the thieves are busy sharing rice in the villages.
Yes.
And you see the same people who are suffering, they are clapping for them, dusting their poverty validation cards to vote them in 2027. It's so heartbreaking.
It is.
The people at home, we need to wake up.
Jude.
We need to wake up.
Yeah, I'm going to keep you around just for a few minutes if you stay, okay?
Okay.
Because I want you to take a breath. Like, you know what I mean? You could go like that for the next hour, which means that you might still have much more to add to this chat. But let Paul take over from here. Paulo.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Paul? You will need to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Michael.
Please, Paul.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you. Yeah. Go on.
Okay. I first of all, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I pray that God will continue to protect and guide every one of us.
Paul, if you are using the same phone for the same broadcast, if you are watching the broadcast on the same phone, you can't do that. That's why it is mixing up, echoing. You need to stop the broadcast. If you are using your phone, you need to end the broadcast on your phone and join this directly. Then
I,
echo.
Maybe I can't
Yes.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you clearly. Let me go out. Let me go out and
Go
come
back.
back in.
No wahala. I'll get Prince Jejema on then. The Prince.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
looking different. Oh, Merry Christmas, Prince Jejema.
Merry Christmas, our Tucano Mike.
Yes, sir.
Baba, you too much. We are happy to see you this Christmas.
It's good to
You
see you.
know,
The
yeah,
Prince.
my good general. Prince Jejama always look different now.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
the weather need to be the same. You get what I mean? So, as the weather they change, we have to change with the weather, isn't
That's right.
it? Yes, so yeah, Merry Christmas to the Temple of Truth, the great fans, This is our own BBC, CNN, and Al Jazeera named them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is one of the greatest media station you can ever glue to, you know. And I want our people to continue to share this platform. It's the only one of the best organic platform you can ever glue to on YouTube or social media. Okay, so please let us continue to spread it wide, like it, so that you can boost the the program online.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Prince.
greetings once more to everyone.
Mhm.
First of all, I want to. Yesterday, I was pained because I was calling and calling and calling and calling and couldn't get into the station because of what you just informed us today. This happening in Plateau.
Mm.
Okay, it's quite unfortunate, and that was one of the reason I was calling yesterday because these animals they always attack during Christmas. We
Mm.
can remember the Christmas bombing,
Mm.
and the attack in Benue was on 1st January, some time ago. These are the time, festive time is the time they usually move out to attack. When they know that people are happy, they want to cause pains, they want to cause destruction. This was one of the reasons I was calling yesterday, so that I know that your platform is a platform with a great voice,
Mm.
and I want our people to get that information in time, and it's not yet over. They are still positioning themselves other places. People should beef up security. People shouldn't just go up and down enjoying drinking. you know if people are fighting at the same time, let your protection be around you. Let your protection be around you. Don't lose guard of your security. It's very, very important because these marauders, they are being aided and abetted by the government. That's the irony of it. Madanjuma told us they are colluding, they are colluding. He said it very authoritatively, and our people should not take it for granted when you get such a weighty information. Nnamdi Kanu also has been shouting. He went to our people in US and all over the world, advising them or asking them to raise funds for bullets and guns, because these people, they are coming. he has seen it. You know that they are coming. And that's the reason why they are still all over Nigeria in our forest. The Ruga agenda is not yet over. The Metiala, they are underground now, planning heavily. You understand? So that's the reason why IPOB is not loose garden. The election did not take us unaware. The selection, so-called selection, the Trumbu presidency did not take us unaware. We have foreseen everything. Our leader, Mazen Nandekano, opened our eye to see that their PVC was useless, and they are caught even that these people, they've positioned themselves everywhere. The Fulani herdsmen terrorists, they position themselves. They are the one that owns the ISWAP. They are the one that owns the Boko Haram. There's one that owns all the most dangerous terrorist group in Nigeria. And what is the agenda? The agenda is to make Nigeria now a Fulani nation. They made open border. We shouldn't forget. We should keep on, re-echoing this so that our people do forget. Once we put on our Ashebi, and we'll be partying and throwing money up and down. We'll forget all this vital information. We were told by the dead Obadiah Malafia that these people are going to invade 2022. That was their year, and they missed it. That was the height, you understand, of their plan,
Yeah.
and they miss it. Okay, so and this is the reason why they went out. They've been kidnapping. They are serial kidnapper, and they don't only kidnap in Nigeria. They went international in 1984. The same Fulani herdsmen Buhari, he were kidnapped Omar Diko. That was how our relationship with the UK was destroyed. And since then, we have to find it hard to get visa to go to UK. Before, you can just get your ticket and go to UK. You understand? It was a Fulani herdsmen, terrorist kidnapping that destroyed all that relationship. And once UK put the embargo, other country, because they have veto power in the G8, other country follow suit. That was the genesis of our international problem. You understand? And Nigeria is now seen as a terrorist country. And this man and the group and the family, they are not tired. They went again and kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya in the name of one Nigeria. That's the irony and painful part of it. They do all this thing under the cover of a nation. You understand? They are doing it in the north, and it's not enough for them. They have to do it under the cover of one Nigeria. And we foolish, I won't put myself because I'm a Biafran. I said those that are foolish to call themselves Nigerians are still shouting, I pledge to Nigeria with all my heart and yash with them. You understand?
You, Prince Jejima. It's like the parliament is now like packing up, as you can see.
Oh, great,
Prince,
great,
yeah.
great.
Thank you so much for that. Let me get Paul in again. Oh, did I just lose Paul again? I actually thought I had him on, and then So
okay.
I'm going to say thank you anyway, Prince JJ Man.
Thank you, my good general.
Yeah, now that you've brethren, I will say Jude. So I'm just going to give you just a minute, a quick one, to possibly just
Okay.
go to the next person.
Okay. And the bottom line to our other view is that I think for Nigerians, we should any means be discussing because there's nothing to support the
I don't know what happened to the audio there. Hang on, Jude. Something is not right. I mean, the whole thing just started like sounding like Jude is on medication. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
But the system is like giving us another different audio. So sorry, Jude. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. And Prof, you
Can you hear me now?
Before the system.
Okay.
Yes, man. Thank you. For some reason, the audio is about to kind of run riot on us there. I haven't seen Paul back, but we have a lady. By rules of the parliament, when we have any lady parliamentarian on, we sort of give them a bit of a pass. So Kenny, you know the rule. You're not new. So it's like you are a veteran yourself. Milady, Sila. Celia is here. Sorry, did I even pronounce that right? You can unmute, ma, please. Let's see if I could do that for you. I've done that. Great. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, sir. Hi.
Hiya. Great. So did I call you right? Is it Sila or Celia?
So my name is Priscilla.
Priscilla. Okay, we just took the last one. Sila. Okay, I'll stick to that. So, milady, thank you so much for joining us. And here we are, sharing what we consider our different experiences in 2023 about Nigeria. What was the expectation? What was it like now, after, and what are the supposed 2024 expectation of Nigeria in your own view? Ma'am, please.
Okay, thank you very much for opportunity. And this is the one you see that says Garba Life. So this is me. The one on the chat you see, Garba Life. That's me.
That's brilliant.
That's
Finally,
my YouTube.
You see,
Yes,
that is
sir.
what
That's my YouTube channel.
I'm so happy to meet you finally. How are you?
Fine, sir. Thank you.
Great, ma'am.
And thank you, everyone. I'm just so happy. This is the best Christmas.
Thank you.
So
yes, ma'am.
My expectation, at first, I'm so disappointed at the outcome of the election. Right. Peter Obi was here with me, with our church and everything, and like Nigerians here. Right. And my expectations for next year, hopefully, is that we do a lot of protest and actions. Like right after protest, we're gonna act. And I don't know how we're going to do this, but the other day, was it, I'm not sure how to say her name, is it Cham or that lady? She was like, if you're going to do anything, let me know, I'm gonna come out. That's me right there. If you're in Los Angeles or something, you guys want us to do something and meet, come on, LA, y'all, we need to do something. We need to speak. You know, I'm sounding like this, right, because I'm from Southern Kaduna. Sir, my family, my entire village was wiped out. Out of the people that were killed towards the end of, was it 2021, like November, my whole village, like some of my relations, about 40 something, I'm related to them. There are some of them that were born right in my eye, like they were kids. And like, let me just quickly share a little story. One of the kids that was killed is a nephew to me, I'd say. So their mom said they really worked hard that year to like farm, and then they were farming to save a little money. And these are villagers. They're not asking for too much. They're just asking just their simple life, and they're just asking for something little to make something useful out of their lives. And they were trying to save their money and buy little baby piglet, like the pigs. And then when they sell those pigs, they get money, and they're going to start they'll open like a shop. We call it shop, right? Like the store in the village, because it's like a village, right? They were not even given the chance to even live to that dream. That little simple dream. Who does that? What kind of country? They should look at my eyes. Oh, I was born in Yoruba, like Kwara State. I think it's Ifelodun local government. I grew up in a seminary in Igbaja, Ekwa. But I'm just trying to give a little background of myself so that I'm not like a total stranger.
It is a safe place. I actually had to put it in the description that it is a safe place where you are indeed, because whatever you share with us, right, you may not have an idea. You said it earlier that, it's an opportunity. You are so happy for this. No, we are opportune to actually share this minute with you. And like many other people we are sharing similar with, right? Because when you share your stories, okay, there are a lot of people who watches as well, right? That they have been trying to put it into context, what they are hearing about Nigeria and sometimes what they see. So when we have people who have the personal experience to share, it's golden, it's precious. So we are happy to share this with you. It's a safe place. And please, No, don't hold anything back that you don't want to hold back, and keep everything that you don't really want to share. This is a very safe place. Please continue.
Okay, thank you, sir. So when they killed those people, oh my goodness, I tried to reach Adiola Fayon, and I sent her something on Messenger through Facebook. I'm not sure she got it, because I can give you guys like first-hand information about Southern Kaduna and the crap going on there. So, but you know what? I'm glad that people are standing up, even in their simple ways, trying to. It's so sad that my mom was telling me of even little children, like like small children holding sticks. Even little children, primary school children, holding sticks and running, walking around like they're little protection, because the government didn't stand up to them.
Wow.
Yeah, they're holding knives. I want almost like the little children. I'm like, how can they grow? And this woman, is it Remy, the Tinubus? What, I think, was it her? Because I tried to keep up with Nigerian news, like our channels, guys. And is it Arise? Anyway, so they were talking about giving something that has to do with like education for our children. Like when she did the, is it the homeless? Is it home? What did they, orphanage? Like the orphanage children?
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, something like that yesterday. And she's like, so that.
You mean when she was the first lady of Lagos at the time, yeah?
No, just yesterday. She was like hosting, is it yesterday or day first day, like children from an orphanage?
Yes, it was yesterday.
I'm like, wait, what is she talking about? The only time children can have opportunity to go to school is when there's safety. When the environment is safe, they go to school and they live a normal life, they thrive. But when there's insecurity, how can children go to school? We can't give birth to children and see our children die before our eyes. God forbid. We're not going to bury our children. They should bury us. What the? I mean, so I'm not going to say too much because it's going to like spoil my Christmas, because I'm just shocked at what you're saying that happened in Jos. I didn't even know that something like that. What is it? Some place in Plateau State? Because I live there too. So, but what is going on in Nigeria? It's just time to act. I'm telling you guys, it's time to act. Even if we're like, even if it's just 5 people, we can protest.
Yeah. Do you have that sort of, enthusiasm that 2024 could bring, if not an end, but a close to an end of the docility of people, where people seem to be sort of powerless, like they won't do anything? Like, do you have any sort of, incline or something that probably like 2024 could be the time, just randomly, would you think of that with your experience so far?
The experiences in Nigeria make the situation look hopeless, right? But the truth is, the only way forward is to act. It's not even this protest. I don't know why Oga Peter will be Ogini. I beg, if you know go do, just stay for side. Because I think that this is why this thing is escalating. And even his Shaware, I don't know how to say his name. Shaware. Thank you. Someone, was it you or someone said maybe they wouldn't have done the ceremony or something would have happened before that swearing in. I mean, if we don't act at the right time, I'm sorry. So we just need to act. Peter Obi wants to keep a clean file, and he's not holy too. None of us, oh boy, none of us are saints. So, I mean, so many people are pissed up. So many people are disappointed. So many people are in pains. Young people are having high blood pressure. That's not right. So, but next year looks like it's going to be, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to say hopeless, but if we act, guys, man, that's all I have to say.
We'll see how that goes. 2024 is just about a few days away, and it may start slow, and it may start somehow. However it is, 2023 experience has taught a lot of you that you may not, you can't rule out any shock or any surprise in Nigeria anymore with what is going on. But yeah, we'll see. Thanks a lot, milady.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I wouldn't know why Kenny disappeared on me, but I'm glad that Paul is here, and I hope the network works well. Now, Paul, just before you speak, okay? Paul, you cannot use the same phone that you are watching this broadcast on, okay? Like you go from one app to another. You can't do it. So with that, we'll be having problem with the communication, okay, the audio and all of that stuff. So it has to be like, if you open any other app on your phone, you need to close everything, and you only be left with the one or device you are using right now, rather. So I hope you heard all of that, Abby. So Paul, a quick one, back to you, please, if you can hear me. Go on.
Okay. Hello, Michael. Can you hear me now? Am I audible enough?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is there no background sound? Is it clearer now?
It is clearer now, and you can just speak on. When I shake my head like that, that means it's fine. Go on.
It's fine. Okay. Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. I pray that we now move into the new year with the blessings of God, the protection of God, and everyone will be fine health-wise, physically, and everything. Yesterday when I spoke about, and thank God before you even open the studio for everyone to join in, one of the things you actually touched on was how they opened the Hisba police in I think Katsina. So it just shows how I keep telling people that religion is actually more dangerous than politics. Just like my sister said before I came on, the reason why you will not see a protest, the reason why you will not see people moved is because of religion. It's very simple. Religion is the yes, you spoke about the concept of using the media. Yes, that works. But the strongest point is religion, because religion is the bottom part. That is one that reaches the masses the most. Not everyone watches the news in Nigeria, not everyone listens to the media, but everybody goes to the one way or the other. They go to the churches, they go to the mosque, and like you said, you can see that even religious leaders in the north are more powerful than generals. They give orders. They can actually cause serious arrest with one statement. It just shows to you how powerful religion is. And I keep telling people, it's just like the civil rights movement in the US, like when you look at the way everything started, see Martin Luther King and all that, you can see that the churches and even the Muslims, the mosque in the US, that was how they were able to pass the message to the people. The likes of Elijah Muhammad, Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X, they were on the Muslim side. Martin Luther King and the others were on the Christian side. But they were both firing the same message. The same message. They used religion, they used the churches, they used the mosque to awaken the consciousness of the people. But can you say same in Nigeria? What are the messages that they are passing on in Nigeria? They are passing the messages of falsehood. They are prosper in a reckless economy, an economy that does not work. You understand? So religion has definitely killed a lot of consciences. It has killed a lot of minds. So if you are listening to me today, you feel as we go into 2024, you understand, we spoke about the 2023 election that it will just be the same old dog, man. Like you have always said, now it's the same script. You understand? Now we are going into 2024. Everyone is, like my sister said, we are feeling people should they can't. They've been programmed to stay. It's just like your pet dog, my dog. It's like you taught the dog to be quiet. They are sit down there. That is how Nigerians are. They've been programmed until the churches rise up to the occasion. until the mosque rises up to the occasion, until the traditional worshippers, right, until everyone begins to speak the truth. Nigerians will not wake up. This is simple. It's not, there's no, it is not magic. You think we are left to just start one day. It is, how does it want to start when the consciousness is not there? How does it want to start? So Nigeria is still in limbo. 2024, all to continue. Don't expect any changes. Tinubu is already, Tinubu, now look at what is happening. You know that Tinubu is already positioning himself for 2027. Right to talk about, maybe people are not even listening. Some people have even forgotten that Yakubu is still the INEC chairman. He has not been released. He's still there. So who is going to win the next election? You see, the now push Obi again, another person. People now start running around Obi again. Obi is back. Maybe we can do it this time. The new way to be, the last time we tried, now we can do it.
Thank you, Paul.
So Nigeria is moving. Please, just drop this for those who are very religious. The only religion that is pure and undefiled before God, before the presence of God. If you are a Christian, open your Bible to James chapter 1 verse 27. The only religion that is pure and undefiled before God. James chapter 1 verse 27 says, pure religion and undefiled before God, and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. That is the only religion that God sees. Not your Adonai, not your liberty, not your Yakilele, not killing yourself over men who share the same red blood like you. But when we stand glory and ordinary in the presence of God, the same way you yourself will stand. They are men, they are not God. Thank you,
Thank you. God bless you. Paul, I appreciated that effort because of our time as well. Now we are going to have to share this slot that we have more parliamentarians online right now. So Kenny is going to be the one to go next now, okay? And then Danny, thanks so much for your patience. I love that. You have been very kind of, attentive and then like following and all that. So thank you. You are going to go after Kenny. Meanwhile, Sir Theophilus, I am going to come to you as well after Danny, okay? Then I will come straight to Saulu. Actually, so you. Sir Chris, my Ryan, you are going to be the one to hold the baton for the next step batch of the parliamentarians that will join. So we will make sure that people should get their microphone mute. Kenny, is that from your side? That's quite loud. Yeah, so I think it's better now because it's yours now. No, you can unmute because you are going to go next now, sir. Please.
Okay. So how about now? Is it better?
It's better now. I wasn't sure where the sound was coming from. So yeah.
Well, it's Christmas actually. I have a lot of visitors. I have.
Bless you.
Today happens to be my daughter's birthday as well. So yeah.
Okay. We are not gonna hold you too long.
all right. Okay, thank you so much, Maegun, and I'm glad to be part of this event today as well. I want to wish you Merry Christmas and all the viewers as well. I wish you a Merry Christmas and you have a good Christmas experience this year. So without taking much of time, you see, I think Paul has actually mentioned one of the major roadblocks or bottlenecks that we see, that's going to be like an impending, thing for us in 2024. But I'll start very briefly with what are the lessons learned in 2023. Lesson learned in 2023 is that for me, I've seen another level of state capture, right? And then the second point is that I've seen the level of, the election manipulation, You know, so that bar has been raised. All right. And then going forward, trust the political actors. They will take it more, higher, 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 higher until people explode eventually, So for me, I mean, I never believed what I saw, what I hear during and before and after the election, and also in the judiciary process, So for me, lesson learned in 2023 is that they rose the bar beyond my expectation, and I'm pretty sure beyond everyone's expectation as well, right? People can believe that uh, election or somebody can actually come in, hijack the whole institution, and then come before everyone and start lying back. Before now, there's some level of decency, but right now, the decency has totally gone off the roof. Right, right. So for me, it's another lesson learned. So where are all of these things taking us to in 2024? Which it's a very big question mark that we all need to strategically sit down and look at to say, okay, hey, do we actually understand all of these events, the implication of that? Obviously, some people do, and they can see the reality of the day in terms of how it's impacting the economy right now, So people, but however, so a lot of people still don't understand how, why they are where they are, why things are what it is to now. It is not by chance. It is by design that things that are happening right now are happening because the political actors, because of their actions, their decisions, and people need to really, look forward to see how they can really, hold all of these people accountable or demand for change. I understand the fact. In fact, that's one of the reasons why myself I support Yoruba Nation. I've been, I've mentioned it several times here. I've been an advocate of Yoruba Nation. Haven't gone through. I've been studying Nigeria for over 15 years now. And I've come to the point where I'm on the same page where Professor Akitoye is in terms of how we want something to work for ourselves, how we want to build our things, So I'm on that same page. And sometimes when I see people making comments, sometimes I have to leave everything that I'm doing, if I can, and talk to the person and say, hey, man, we are on page 19. But because you are just opening chapter 2 of your Yoruba Nation book or the playbook, you think that you can make comment, and this kind of comment shows that you have little knowledge about, what's going on about you, or an ignorant, kind of comment. So where am I going with all of these things? Looking forward to 2024, the citizen, the Nigerian peoples need to take more responsibilities and stop looking at the religion or the tribal, all those nonsense that the cards that the political actors are actually using. And people need to really understand what a religion is and what is called religion for servitude, where people are actually using religion to enslave and keep people quiet. So I would say that religion is one of the number one thing to deal with in 2024 if people really want to be free. All right. Religion has its own positive aspect of it. As a matter of fact, religion support by default, by principle, support people's freedom. All right. But however, it can be used in Nigerian case, it has been used to not only suppress people, to enslave them and to keep them quiet and silent. Okay, so in 2024, I expect the peoples of Nigeria to really understand how religion are being used to enslave and keep them quiet, and then also to go beyond religion. If they really want the future, the freedom for themselves, they need to put the religion aside and then demand for what is right in 2024. Another thing I would say that I quickly put some other point down. So another thing.
I respect for that. That's why I kind of love those of you who take out your time to participate in the parliament, because a lot of people are glued to their screen right now listening to you. So please continue. Olu.
So another thing is that in diaspora, what can we do? We're doing the little we can by educating. And that's why I'm fully committed to my platform. Everyone knows in my house, that as a matter of fact, I saw if one of my friends just messaged me from Nigeria saying, "Oh, Kenny, I just saw you on this my screen." I said, "Okay, yeah." I said, "Yeah." And sometimes my former colleague, my former boss in Nigeria, asked me, "Kenny, I saw you on the screen. Why you?" I said, "Boss, you remember when I was at work? Sometimes when I'm in the office, when we have our lunch, I usually talk about all of these things, you know. But I saw a bigger platform. I saw somebody that is doing it better, far better, and is reaching, you know, a lot of people. And of course, I'm in the same page with this guy, and I'm supporting everything that this guy is, you know, all the message, so that our people, the so-called educated ones, who are so foolish that their education, they throw it into their pocket and they are working with their sawdust brain up and down. And you see educated people talking, you wonder that, okay, what's going on? There was a time, let me just quickly chip it this way. I was online with a lady from Germany, and we're talking about during the election period when they announced Tinubu, and this lady, and I said, okay, this is why it happened. This is what the lady asked me a question. I said, but we have governors now. What are all those governors doing? I said, oh, so so you think your governors are representing you, or you think your religious leaders are representing you? Everybody is for their own pocket, man. They do it differently. It's for their own pocket. So it is the people. When they say democracy, is democracy of the people, for the people, by the people. But what we have in Nigeria is not really, it's not democracy. It is democracy by hooligan. It is by democracy by who can command the level of state violence, who's control of non-state act of violence. And mark me, I made a comment last time when we had the parliament, during Obi's birthday, if you can remember. Yes, I said that nothing will happen. Tinubu will do everything possible and we will stay there. Nothing will happen. Has anything happened? No. So now going forward, the political actors in the northern Nigeria, they are learning. This is a new call for them. It's a new learning call. How things are being done. Trust me, they will wait patiently after Tinubu. You see, after Tinubu, they will take it to another level. They will take it to another level, to the point that, you see, you will now look and say, so Tinubu was a little bit decent.
All of this will even be like child's play then.
It's child's play, you know. It's a new thing that the bar has been risen. All right. So if people don't act in 2024, they'll keep raising the bar until everything explodes on everyone. It's not as if we want the doom to happen in Nigeria. But I want to come back and invest back in Nigeria. I want to do a lot of things, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Why would I do it? I have a lot of people here, they've been here 30 years, 40 years. They are regretting putting all their investment in Nigeria and building, to thinking that, okay, they will spend half of the year in Nigeria when it's cold here, all right? And the other one, they will come back. But right now, everything is just in shambles. They cannot even go. They cannot do anything. They're just complaining all around it. All right. So if we came here recently cannot do anything.
Those of us who are younger now, would we ever be encouraged to do same?
Yeah, we're not encouraged to do same. That's why for someone like me, I'm putting my voice, I'm lending my voice right now, and to be in the diary. When the time comes, I say, okay, when I'm talking, look at me. I added my voice. Go and check my diary. Go and check this one. Check that. You know. So in 2024, I'll encourage everyone, both in diaspora and in back home in Nigeria, they need to take the bull by the horn. All right. But us in diaspora, we need to keep encouraging them and keep talking to them. I know by the time the level of information gets to the grassroots, maybe things would people would rise up and then demand. That's my own take. My
level of optimism. Okay, I love
it.
I'm not looking forward to it. So much, Kenny. I'll leave you with everyone. Merry Christmas, Baba. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, Baba. So, Danny, just because it is the tradition, we have a lady that we just have to give us a courtesy. All right. And then, I'm just gonna have Princess Balogu to take the action, but I'm still gonna need your permission. Okay. I know it's been like nearly an hour there. You've been waiting. So, but you're a gentleman, I believe. Dear